Mars moves into the sign of Cancer in September of 2024, and it's gonna be back and forth in this sign all the way until April 2025. Let's talk about what this means and go into what it means for each rising sign. Welcome back, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Sarah, and this is the Hella Fluid Collective podcast, where astrology meets small business. I love talking all about astrology and how you can bring it into your small business and understand the natural ebbs and flows that come with being a business owner. I offer both personalized astrology readings along with small business operation support. So if you want to work with someone who can put two and two together, give me a call. All right, let's jump into today's topic, which is all about Mars moving into the sign of Cancer. Mars initially moves into the sign of Cancer on September 4th, 2024, where it will stay until November 4th, 2024. On November 4th, it moves into the sign of Leo. However, on December 7th, Mars starts its retrograde. Mars has a retrograde once every 2 years or so. It generally lasts like 60 to 80 days, so over 2 months. It starts its retrograde on December 7th, and it moves back into the sign of Cancer on January 6th, 2025. Going backwards in motion, and then once it starts going forward in motion, this gives it a lot of time in Cancer. It'll be there until April 17th of 2025. So this is kind of a big deal. It's going to flavor a big chunk of the next 7 months for us. Let's talk about Mars in Cancer. In astrology, there are placements that planets are really comfortable in and placements that they're not so comfortable in. Mars is not so comfortable in the sign of Cancer. This is because Mars really likes to do. It likes to take action. It likes to assert itself. Cancer is a water sign, and so therefore it's ruled by emotions. It's ruled by intuition. It's ruled by feeling things rather than doing things. That's not to say Cancer placements don't do anything. It's just they're more so guided by their emotions rather than just go energy, if that makes sense. Mars is about initiation and fire and determination. In some cases, depending on how it's activated, Mars can be aggressive. Mars can rule wars and violence. And the good thing about Mars in Cancer is that Cancer kind of softens that up a little bit. And at the same time, Mars kind of adds a bit more assertion into the Cancer energy. So they meet each other halfway. With this, in general, people are going to be acting out of their emotions, for better or for worse. So it'd be a really good time to get in touch with your emotions if you're somebody who pushes them away, or if you're somebody who maybe they normally control your actions. It's a good time to pick up strategies on how to feel into your feelings before needing to take action. Cancer is also very protective of the things that it loves and the things that feel like home. So we may be feeling a bit more aggression and assertive towards protecting the things that matter to us. Because it also brings a softness, this can lead to a lot of passive aggressive behavior. All right, now let's dive into what areas of life this is going to impact by looking at your rising sign. This does use whole house astrology, meaning that whatever sign rules that house cusp is going to be the entirety of that house. I personally use porphyry housing system, which means each of your houses may start in the middle of a sign, like let's say 15 degrees of Aries. So if you want that level of accuracy, you can go to a free chart calculator like astroseek.com, punch it in and figure out exactly what day that Mars moves into these houses for you. Or if you're new to astrology and just want to keep it simple, then just use whole housing system, which is what I'll be talking about here in this video. Or if you want someone to do it for you, then reach out, let's do a personal reading, and I can get you the exact dates as to when the planets move into the different houses for you. Whatever house Mars is moving through, it may bring up some conflict. However, whenever conflict is brought up, that gives us an opportunity to work on it and create some solutions for it. Or in addition, it could just bring some focus and motivation to those areas of life. It really could go a few ways or all of the ways. It's really going to depend on how it connects with other planets in your chart, which, again, if you want to get that specific, book a reading with your girl. All right, let's dive in. For Aries rising, this is going to happen in your 4th house, which is all about your home life, your domestic life, your family life, your parents, your ancestry, and self-care and femininity. You may feel an increased drive for home projects or home improvements. It could bring some conflict into your family bonds or it could strengthen your family bonds. For a Taurus rising, this is going to hit your 3rd house, which could give you a huge mental boost. Your communication could be very direct and sharp, and so can your mind. There's going to be energy put towards communication, your neighbors, your siblings, and any short-term travel. It could bring some conflict in communication, and it also could bring some growth towards emotional intelligence. Gemini rising, this is hitting your 2nd house, so that's going to bring a focus on financials, material goods, and what you value. This could lead to impulsive spending, which at the same time gives you an opportunity to look into financial choices and financial habits. It could bring some energy towards your self-worth. So if you have any issues with your self-worth that ties to your finances, now would be a good time to look into that. There's opportunity for financial growth, financial habits, and building confidence around your money and worth. If you are a Cancer rising, this is going to be hitting your 1st house, which puts a focus of motivation towards your personal goals. You might be more focused on your appearance and your approach to life. This could give your personality a bit of assertiveness or aggression. So if you don't want that, just be mindful and take a step back. This gives you an opportunity to explore what really drives you, as well as an increased opportunity for self-improvement. My Leo risings, this is going to hit your 12th house. This brings an energy towards your subconscious and things that you might keep more hidden. You may want to spend some more time alone or in retreat. Any unresolved emotional issues may bubble to the surface, which gives you an opportunity to confront them and figure out ways to move past them. There's also potential for deep spiritual growth. Virgo risings, this is going to be hitting your 11th house, which energizes your friendships, your communities, and your networks. You might feel a sudden urge to push towards your long-term dreams and goals. It could bring some conflicts in your social groups and friendships, or it could bring a great opportunity for networking and socializing. Libra rising, this impacts your 10th house. So that's going to bring a focus on taking action towards your career, your reputation, your ambitions, and your status. You might feel an urge to take on a leadership position or just spend more time building your career. It could also bring some life-work imbalances. Maybe you're working too hard. So take this time to focus on building some balance. Scorpio rising, this is going to give you a focus towards your 9th house, which is all about higher education, philosophies, spirituality, and long-distance travel. You might have some desires towards knowledge and adventure. It could bring some conflicts regarding differing ideologies, which could also bring some cultural and spiritual growth. Sagittarius rising, this is hitting your 8th house, which is all about shared resources. So maybe that's money coming in from your spouse or in-laws or investments or loans. It also has to do with kind of occult topics and hidden topics, like taboo topics. So it might have you taking action on some deeper psychological things going on. It could bring some conflicts with power dynamics, which brings you the opportunity to work on and heal some issues with power dynamics. It could also bring some financial empowerment. Capricorn rising, this hits your 7th house, which is all about your relationships, whether it's a close friendship or romantic relationships or business partnerships. This is going to get a focus. Could bring more assertiveness into those relationships, whether it's for better or for worse. Maybe you need to be a little bit more assertive, or maybe it could bring up some conflict because your relationship just doesn't need that. Either way, it gives you a moment to look into that and understand it on a deeper level. Aquarius rising, this hits your 6th house, which is all about your daily routines, your health, your wellness, and your work habits. You could feel an urge to get really focused on your productivity, which could be really helpful if you need to focus on that, or could lead you to burnout. So it gives you the perfect opportunity to find that balance in your day-to-day routines. Last up, we have Pisces rising. This is hitting your 5th house, which brings a focus on your creative expression, your play, your children if you have any, or just children in general, and your hobbies. You might feel like it's a really good time to focus on your passion projects or your creative projects, or just adding a bit more fun into the works. You could hit some creative blocks, but this will help you work through those creative blocks and build some coping strategies for the future. All right, that's all of them. That's it for this video. Make sure you like and follow and subscribe so that you can get the week ahead forecast along with the month ahead forecast. Until next time, stay hella fluid, y'all.